Hey, everybody, how are you? First off, I need to know, can you guys hear me okay? Because I have rearranged computers and all of that, and I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So, yes or no? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm being really quiet because nobody's answering, so I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm being really quiet because nobody's answering. Okay, well, I can hear it on my phone. It seems to be that there's a pretty good lag. Maybe it's just my chat. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. All right. So for those of you that are just joining or any new subscribers, let me just get this out of the way right now. Fast forward 15 minutes because I have a lot of people to say hi to and a little chatting to do before we get to the topic of the evening. So let me go back up here to the top. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I could have sworn there were comments on here earlier. But hi, Karen. How are you? I don't know if you're in the chat right now. Lisa, how are you? Courtney is here. She is hanging for a little bit while she does some shipping. If you guys aren't following her on Whatnot, holy moly, you better be. And feel free to drop your Whatnot link, Courtney. And Miss Chrissy, I missed you guys too. I've missed you a lot. Nancy's going to be listing her money pile. You get at it, girl. Kathy, how are you? April, hi. Yes, January was a very long month. I don't know who that person is right there. Hi, Patty, how are you? Kathleen, how are you? Miss Marie, hello, beautiful. Let's see, you guys can hear me, sweet. Courtney can hear me. That's a bad thing. I'm just joking. Hi, Beth. How are you? And this is Brett, aka Ethel, aka Shirley. She's my other. She's the better half of the two of us when we get together. There's my girl, Janet. She came out and helped me. I don't know why she still loves me. We cried, we laughed, we yelled, or maybe I yelled. I cried. I love you, Janet. I friggin' love you too. Michelle, how are you doing? Miss Maggie and all the chatters. There's a chatter right there, Maggie. You commented about an hour ago. It's gone now. Yeah, I saw it earlier because I was in. You guys, in the last 2 hours, I have gutted my office of all computers and put all my computers from the shop in here because I could not live stream from my main computer here. And I am live streaming from the computer I used in the shop. Anyway, so hi, Noelle and all. Jane, how are you, Jane? Jane's been watching all my old content, so I'm surprised she's still hanging in here. But then all of you wonderful people are. Let's see, hoping to go on Whatnot Saturday or Sunday night with more crafters and jewelry. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yes. You're absolutely welcome, Courtney. You do a lot for everybody. We've got Sue. How are you? And Lisa. Many thumbs up. Tetris and Jenga, Janet, for sure. So those of you that what's Jen? Oh my God, Marie, you're the best damn slave. She is. She is. If anybody needs, and Marie is the slave driver, and Justin, her husband, is like that man. Not that Marie can't pack, because let me just tell you something, she can too. But that man, he can pack. He can pack, and it doesn't move. Oh, there you are, Jeremy. Jeremy, you were in here earlier and left a comment, but all the comments are gone for some reason. That I shouldn't say all. There was like 5 of them. And I see Miss Amy sneaking in here. if you need a kick in the butt and need to stay on task, yes, that is for sure. And she does well with the little ones too. Let me just tell you, everybody listens to Marie. There's no farting around, no fiddle farting around. Let's see. We've got Anna in here. How are you? And we've got Janine. I got to say this right. Janine, right? Janine. I'll get it right. I'll get it right one of these days. I'm always calling you Lori and Lori Janine. I get the two of you messed up for some reason. I don't know. You're special in my head because we all know you're so special in my head. Look at, where is it? It's not hanging on there. I just put it up on the wall again. I had a Post-it note with both of your names on it so that I would get them right. That's how bad it is. Anyway, today was a day. Sheep picker, Lori, you too. You and Chicago lady, get the two of you screwed up every time. But I'm going to, one of these, with everybody else's names, you'd think I would get yours right too, huh? Okay, so I didn't get my thumbnail made that I wanted to have made for this. And I got myself into a pickle because you know that's what I do. I promised, I didn't promise. Hi, Julie, how are you? Yay, welcome in. There you are right there. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for answering my message so quickly. My first name is Donna. Hope you were able to get everything done that you needed to. Well, I sure tried. I could call you anything. Can I call you late for dinner, Lori? Good evening. Good evening. So I helped do an estate clean out this weekend. One of my good friends owns an estate sale company called, it used to be called Be Organized. She's changed the name because she doesn't do organizing anymore. Just shared. Oh, see, it goes both ways. Thank you, Courtney. Anyway, I'm not quite done organizing my listed inventory. My store is back online, all of that stuff. I know where everything is. And I do have part 2 coming out. If you guys watched episode 1, I have episode 2 and I have an episode 3. I just haven't gotten them done. You did an Instagram yesterday. Anyway, so, and Jan and I purged a lot of stuff. We donated books and magazines. Anything that smelled did not go to donate. I had a lot of vintage magazines that were worth quite a bit of money. I had tried to air them out. It didn't work. They were gone. Also, hi Cookies Girl and aka Sherry. How are you? And hey, Roman. Roman is here. You're just looking at my store. Oh my goodness. It's probably kind of a mess. I haven't done anything with it at all. Anyway, so, and then one of the guys that just started working at the storage unit, he is trying to do a side hustle. So pretty much Jan put a thing on Instagram and messaged people, and I put some stuff on Instagram and messaged people, and nobody wanted to show up for free stuff. So he took everything. All right. Thanks, Jan. Anyway, he took everything that I didn't want. And it wasn't a matter of not want it. At some point in time, you'd have to realize that you just can't list everything. And I still have a lot of stuff I'm going through, and Cody made a killing. He did. And he is such a nice guy. Anyway, so, he's gonna do very well. So I will help him learn how to ship and do all of that good stuff. And I told him, he had all kinds of questions. I said, go watch my YouTube channel and see some of the other people in there and follow some of the other channels. And I said, and you'll learn really quick. And he's doing a lot of Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and that kind of stuff too. So anyway, both of the guys that work there are just amazingly nice. I couldn't ask for more. So I helped with an estate sale clean out this last weekend. And you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, hi, Pink Cat Polish. How are you? How are you? You will have seen my posts from Monday and Tuesday where I was going to the Goodwill bins with my Jeep loaded. I took 5 trips full. There was another gal who had a Dodge Durango and she took 4 or 5. She was going to the actual stores. I went to the bins right near the Portland airport because they don't sort the stuff at the bins. It goes straight into the bins and out onto the floor. And I know quite a few people who go there and shopped, and I knew what I had. And so, you know, it was kind of like, here you go. Here's some treats. So did I get stuff? Yes, I did get stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm having my first Whatnot show on Friday. There's a link to that specific show in the description if you're interested. And Courtney put a link to her also to her Whatnot in there too. So anyway, enough of that. So organizing, right? If you aren't organized, you can't function properly. I don't care who you are. I know I can't at all. So I have spent some time in here organizing. It may not look at it. I still have packages to open that are like almost a year old. I know what's in them. I ordered it. It wasn't something somebody sent to me. Takes a rockin' person to know a rockin' person, Courtney. You did go to an estate sale yesterday? You went to an estate sale yesterday? What is today? Today's Thursday. Wednesday? Really? If you guys aren't following Miss Jody, then I can't help you because she is tremendously amazing. Somebody dropped, or Jody dropped your link in here. If you guys want to know about toys and just cool stuff, you gotta follow my girl Jody because she's amazing. Hi, Sandra. All right, tonight. Okay, so almost all of the stuff that I'm bringing to Whatnot, blue smiling face, blue face blue. Does that mean you got Smurfs in Salem? We did. I did take Jan to a very, very, very well-known old restaurant before she got on the plane called Salty's. It's on the Columbia River and it is seafood. They had advertised, they used to have a buffet, but with COVID and lack of servers, they weren't able to do a buffet. But I took her there and we had a little ritzy lunch before she hopped on the plane. We were going to go get manicures and pedicures. That never happened. Hi, Ty. How are you? Anyway, so in Salem, I met a couple of new people at this estate sale. And this one guy, I don't know if he is in here or not. He has been messaging me on Instagram for advice on some purchases. And it was so funny because we were just chatting away and I was in the kitchen. I went there in the first place to get a bed, and you guys, I went there in the first place to get a bed for Dren. Dren and Justin have moved next door. And so they had a bed for Dren, and Justin had that morning off. So we went down there and got the bed and a couple of dressers that we bought for. You didn't find out until midnight Tuesday. You went and got all the good stuff, and now you're telling me about it. I see how you are, Miss Jody. Anyway, so I want you guys to understand, and I know a lot of you do that know me, and those of you that have watched my videos, that there are so many things out there that people collect and want that we all, myself included, walk by. You just walk by, you don't even think about it. Oh, hey, here's a closet. Open it up. There's food in there. I don't want any of that. It's probably expired, blah, blah, blah. But what if there's food in there? I think I need to turn the light down. That's pretty down. There. What if there's food in there? Would you look twice at that? How about this? You know, they don't make these anymore. They make something similar to them. These have real silver on them. They quit making them. French's made them. They weren't made to eat. They were made to be decorated. All these little ones. Crescent made them. Silver Sprinks. Then you also have the, you know, the green and the, I guess the green and the green. The cookie sprinkles. This is a brand I personally have never seen before. These are glass jars. They're Brex Bedex. These are really cool, actually, the jars and everything. And then you have things like Cameo. And they also are cookie sprinkles. Why do I think we ate the... Oh, we did. We absolutely did. Hi, Mia. Did you sneak in? I'm looking to see. I know. I see somebody saying... There you are. There you are. But, and I didn't even actually get those until Sunday, I think. It was a 4-day estate sale, 3 stories, a double car garage at the main level, and a single car garage, because we probably did. That's right. Yep, and gold ones too. You know, why is it so bad to eat silver if they put gold on everything? We ate all manner of things that we probably shouldn't have as kids. You are correct, and we're much healthier than our kids, because the stuff we ate wasn't all chemicals. It was just stuff we shouldn't have ate. Golden, yeah, we're cool. They also can't. Yes, they did. And if you can find those, then you're really in for some money. So, as you guys know, hello, used to use little silver balls for eyes and cookies. Yep. And I'm older than dirt. Whatever. Yeah, you're gonna have to, because just I don't know if you got them and then drank from the hose. I drank from the hose the other day. Not gonna stop me. I was raised on a dairy farm. So silver sprinkles and the flaking off Teflon pans. Yeah, we all have Teflon in our systems now. There's no stopping that. There's a documentary on that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This did not come out of the hose, but it's still water. All right, so let's do this, because as you guys know, I'm going to tell you that this is the food policy. I am not going to read it to you. I have read it to you many times. I'm only telling you this because eBay does have a food policy. We are not selling these items for the food that's in them. We're selling them as advertising collectibles. Hi, Maria. Why are you not? There we go. All right. So let's look at these. These are vintage, obviously, Sprinks. They wanted to change it. These are the vintage Sprinks. Here's the Crescent Sprinks right here on Pinterest. Let's see if this is actually a Pinterest ad or if it's selling. Sometimes it's a Etsy.com. There we go. Somebody bought it. It's not going to tell us for what, but there you go. Vintage from the 1950s. Ships from a small business in Washington. Ooh, do I know this person? Owner of Pink Chic Boutique. So there you go right there. Let's go back out of here. And out of here. And let's look at, here's all of these other different sprinkles. Now, yes, you can sell them. Uh-oh, you guys. Dren has Messenger for Kids. He got it yesterday, and he's having a really good time with it. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Is it going to click on that? Hello, hello. Anyway, so let's go in here because I want you guys to understand you're not selling these items for these bottles for what is inside of them. You are selling these for advertising. And this one is listed in collectibles and art, food and beverage, bakery and baking, cakes and donuts. I personally don't believe that that's the correct. There's another one that has advertising collectibles. Let's see if this one's in it. Nope, this one. See, people just. I actually have one of these empty bottles on display in my house because I love it. It's cool. And that's what people are. Hi, Versha, how are you? Hello, hello. She is here in my neck of the woods. And Muriel, welcome in. I had one pulled up here. Hang on a second. Let's see. It might have been this. Nope. I had one pulled up earlier. It's not that one. And it's not that one. It was this one right here, I think. Let's check this out. These guys have theirs. Okay. This is the category that you want. Collectibles and art, food and beverage, bakery and baking, merchandise and memorabilia. When you list your items like this, because you're listing something, see, there's your gold and your silver ones and all different kinds. Farley's is another brand that's highly sought after. You got to make sure that you're putting these in this merchandise and memorabilia category, because that is the category that you're selling them for. You're not selling them to be used as a food product. They are long gone, should not be used. They're decorations. People use them in all different kinds of. I have some on a shelf. I have some odd bottles. I love bottles. I would have to say Yes, you do. I can't even help myself. That's the biggest problem. I probably would have to say, Jan could probably attest to this, of the things that I have the most displayed for collectibles, it would be bottles. Hi, Crystal. Hello, hello. And Lulu, how are you? You remember eating those when you were little too? Absolutely. Especially the silver ones, right? You were checking your messenger thinking it was your granddaughter. He's probably getting ready to come over, would be my guess. So you can go down here and look, you guys. Oh, $74.99. Oh, are you kidding me? Do you know what I paid for these? I paid 25 cents because on the first day, all the food stuff was 50 cents. I paid 25 cents for, you know what? The jello, I haven't gotten to the jello yet. All of these sprinkles, she didn't charge me for them. I think I either paid 25 cents or I got them free. All of these, I have a whole box full. These ones I paid for. I know what I got free. I'll get out of here in a minute. Spice Island spice jars. If you guys don't know about those, well, let me just tell you about those, because Spice Island spice jars, let me just say, and it's not, and let's just look at these. These are, I was going to empty mine, but now I'm not going to. And I have probably 24, I think, of them that I got those all for free. You're trying hard to pay attention while you're listening and it's not working. I have a hard time. And the little chocolate ones too. Oh yes, Maggie. Yes, you can just eat the whole. I better be quiet. So these Spice Island collector's jars, $55, but we're gonna go in here in a minute and look and see some solds on eBay for this stuff right now. I just want you to get an idea of what people are listing them for and what they sell for, and Franklin mint too, but we're not talking about Franklin mint. There's older Spice Island jars too. There's these ones that have a black lid. There's also a weird shaped green one with a green lid. I don't see any of those. Those might not be the Spice Island ones. But here we go, right here. These aren't Spice Island. What are these? These ones right here are also very collectible. All right. I hate it when Etsy does that. Spice Island also has spice racks, specific racks that they made for their, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just not reading the chat. Here we go. McCormick. These are just for the lids. Oh, maybe not. Let's look at this. 12 McCormick Spice bottle jar lids, plastic green lot vintage. She's asking $95 for. Well, good luck to her. She might get it. And that's a thing too. It's not just the jars, it's the lids. People have these jars and they are super highly collectible. Look at all the different jars in here. Look at the names. I don't know why that set didn't come out. Oh, now I've done it. Here we go. So worth point. Let's see if this will open up for us. Let's see what these sold for. $26 on August 7th, 2016, 18 vintage McCormick. And I can guarantee you they're going for more than that right now. So when you guys, not bugs, of course, the sprinkles look like, yep. When you guys go to estate sales and garage sales and moving sales, hey girl, I love you and I miss you, Miss Amy. Look at this stuff because it goes for crazy, stupid prices, and you can 9 times out of 10 you'll get it for dirt cheap or free, especially at a moving sale and estate sales. They don't want this stuff. If you're lucky and they haven't cleaned out all of these things, I can tell you one thing I know about Marie Perlette is that's one of the first places that she'll go is to look at the. I'm tattling on you, Marie. Is to look at the spices in the cupboards because, and let's just go farther than that. When people pass away or they are put into assisted living, they don't take their food items with them. Most of the food items either get thrown away or they go for sale. I don't know, Jeremy. Someday, maybe I should just have you do it for me. There's too many other things to do. I promise you, before I turn 59, that gives me 4 years. I'll get it done. I'm working on it. So you can get canned food for Raids the Kitchen all the time. If you guys see a best buy date and it's it's gone, did you know that food pantries will give food away, the canned food that's 5 years past its best buy date, that they can do that legally? And did you know that most cans of food are good for 25 years? I know, I love you though. Keep nagging me. 25 years, you guys. Read up on it. I've seen so many people wrinkle their noses this last weekend at canned food. And I'm talking about chicken broth, beef broth, cream of tomato soup, all the Campbell soups, all the beans and that kind of stuff. Are you kidding me? How much have groceries gone up? So when you walk into an estate sale and they have two freezers downstairs in the basement, a refrigerator with a freezer in the off the main garage, and a full refrigerator freezer in the kitchen, and everything's full. An open door pantry, and then another closet pantry in the garage, full of food. Are you, and it's 50 cents a piece. Are you telling me you're going to wrinkle your nose and walk by it? Or, because all tuna cans don't even have, yep. I went through Washington State University's Master Food Preserver course and taught and trained people how to can and preserve food. So I like to think that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I'm not just spouting stuff off. You guys need to understand, all of us need to understand that just because the government makes somebody print something on a label doesn't make it true. So be your own best advocate and read up on these things. Now, if there's a jar or something in there that's fizzling and stuff like, yeah, you probably don't want to get that. A bag of flour that's sitting there, no. But if you open up a freezer at an estate sale and there's a bag of flour in there, darn tootin', I'm going to buy it because that's where I store my extra flour too. It's a simple thing to look up the shelf life of things. You got it right there. There's my girl. She does research on everything. So now that I'm done with that little spiel, food. Don't look at the condiments in my fridge. No, we only look for Mountain Dew. That is why they don't say expired anymore. Exactly. That's a whole nother video, a whole lot of nother videos. Correct. So there you go. So if this grosses you out, then you're in the wrong place. But anyway, and a lot of these spices are still good, you guys. How many of you guys have spices in your cupboards that you've had for years? Or how many of you go and buy enough of whatever spice it is for whatever recipe you're cooking? I have every spice known to man, and I use them. And spices are expensive. So that's another reason to look at spices and that kind of stuff. That was the drink fridge. Oh, yeah, there's nothing like homemade pickles. 100%, Lulu. So let's go into eBay here, because that's what we're dealing with. I'm gonna start talking about other platforms here soon, once I get my once I get everything being done. All right, here we go on eBay. Now, a lot of these, I'm going to say there's only 8 here. There's 20 here. Let's look at the prices that they're asking for them. I sold recently a bunch of Watkins brand flavorings, and I got very good money for them, and they were older ones. So here's 8 jars with the labels, a set of 7, excuse me, that sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Here is 1 jar full sealed. They only got $9.95 for. I don't think that was a very good price, but who am I, right? So what we can do here is, you guys know that I like to do this, price plus shipping, highest. A lot of 22 collectible Spice Island herb jars. These ones look like they still have stuff in them. $50, 1 bid. Can't beat that. You guys, how much money do you think you have into these? Uh-oh. Hi, Mike. How are you? Spices were like currency, right? If you can smell or taste, it's still good. True. So there you go. That's just the Spice Island jars, right? Let's go back here to this. And vintage glass bottle of Crescent Sprinks sweet chocolate sprinkles. Not bad. Look at this one. Vintage Crescent. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this because I got new people in the chat. Sorry about that. How do you tell what a price is on one of these that's crossed through? When it's crossed through like that, they took a best offer, right? Oh, so what we're going to do is we are going to copy and paste, copy this, copy, and we are going to go back here. We're going to go back here to my eBay. We're going to go to research. We're going to go to Terapeak product research. We're going to paste that title in here. And we're going to go down here, and they took a best offer of $17.50 for that. So you guys get that? Those of you don't like, I love cottage cheese. Oh, milk goes bad. Let me just tell you. Hi, Angela. Oops. Hello, hello. That's all right. So if you don't know how to do Terapeak and you have a store and you want to look and you want to find out what really was that, or you want to research other items, then that's the way you do it. All right. So let's go back here to, let's do this. This. There we go. Okay. So all of these that have lines through them, you can go back. Here's a mid-century modern rare collectors. Boy, they got some good keywords in here. Vintage Royal on Tops, red hot sprinkles glass jar bottle. They got $22 for that. Nice. Vintage Crescent dairy glass, cottage cheese jar. I have this little dog. Vintage red top hat, dog glass candy sprinkles jar, full, unused. And what the heck is that? Pressure gauge crescent needle. Oh, it's for a car. Would be my guess. So that's just, you know, from, hey Glenn, how are you? How are you? That's just sprinkles, right? Let's go to, let's see, we did the food policy. We did that. What do we got here? That one. Okay, this one I was looking up the decorator kit. Nobody has this decorator kit. It's actually Safeway brand. It was sold in Safeway stores. That's a grocery store out here, even though it's Crown Colony. So I was looking up these vintage Crown Colony ones to show you, and it just really doesn't matter. Just here's another one of those candy decoration bottle. It just really doesn't matter what it is that you're looking for as far as the vintage candy bottles go. You buy new sprinkles from the Dollar Tree. Oh, hey, that's a good idea. Hello, Miss Cheryl. How are you doing? And Ruthie, hi, how are you? Driving 10 miles an hour behind a snow plow. Oh my goodness. So let's go to, let's see, what do we got here? This is a good one. I have some of these. They're in storage. They got emptied. Vintage food coloring bottles. You guys see these all the time. And even if they have food coloring in them, they're still, that food coloring is still good. Trust me on that one. Look at these. $89.95. Somebody's asking for this. Vintage Junior Watkins color mixed. Like I said, I just sold two separate sets to the same person that I got free, and it was over $100 and some for the ones that I sold. Remember these? All of these food coloring bottles. And it doesn't matter if they don't have, here's another Worth Point one. Let's see what these went for on Worth Point. $15.99 in 2013. And they're pretty done in, but hey, you know, it's kind of like selling an empty box. Speaking of that, Here you go. I have an empty Van Dyne's candy box that this gal put candles in, and I took the box with the candles in it for the box. It is becoming Valentine's Day soon, and we still have Safeways here too. It's a good store to shop at. Kroger food, yep, we have Kroger's here too. Kroger is Fred Meyer's here, but they carry the right. That's for sure. Yep. This is the kind of stuff that I like to show you guys because a lot of people don't think about it. And I want you, that's why I will delve into a specific niche, because I want you guys to be able to walk into a garage sale, to walk into a moving sale, to walk into a liquidation store or your mom's kitchen and go, whoop, can I borrow this? You're never gonna get it back. Exactly what Cheryl said right there. Yep. So these vintage 1968 Lowney's Maraschino Cherries empty box. Curtis Candy Company. We could look up all Three Musketeers vintage candy box, Brock's Fine Chocolate. Let's just do this empty copy. Where did my, let's go back up here. Here we go. We've got a Valentine. These ones right here usually will sell really well and for very good money. The more adorned that they are, this one's actually quite pretty. It's got the roses, which are fabric and and it's in really nice condition. And they've got the paper in there. It probably still smells like chocolate. So Butterfingers. Here's some more Camel candy cigarettes. That would be okay. All of these old, here you go, right here. Who was it? Somebody just said, Karen, that old Halloween candy boxes. Candy filled pumpkins. They're asking $199 for this. They will probably get it. Anything Halloween, anything vintage Halloween, anything paper mache Halloween or Christmas that has anything to do with a candy container is going to be money. Money, money, money. And even if it looks like a mouse has chewed a hole in it, which is probably what happened there. Oh, Henry, I think they're selling themselves short on that. I hear people say over and over and over again, here's a really pretty one, that I'm going to just list this for less because it has a little bit of damage, a little bit of age, a little bit of wear. Well, the more that we do that, the more that we, what brand, Ruthie? The more that we continue to knock the prices down on things because they're not perfect. If you have something that's 40, 50, 60 years old and it's a paper ephemera product and it's not perfect, were you planning on it being perfect? Do you think anybody plans for it to be perfect? Go check this out. Because I can tell you right now, anything that was paper or cardboard or plastic is probably not going to be perfect. And if we continue to lower our prices on things like that because they're not perfect, then we're going to continue to get the lower prices on it. It's Thursday in Texas. Here you go. Here's a Halloween candy. Here's a Christmas candy. Bike. Never heard of it. Paul F. Bike Christmas candies, Santa Claus empty display box. Very cool. And you can just go in here. If you guys have Valentines and you don't have them up, that's okay. Just put them up. They'll sell. They sell all year long. All of that stuff sells all year long. Now let's look at some solds. Let's look at some sold prices here. Sorry if I made you guys sick. I didn't realize I was going so fast until it was too late. Vintage Strictly Fun candy and toy. Who needs them? Display with empty boxes. $1,913, and there were 5 bidders. That is cool. And is that in good shape? What do you guys think? Should they have lowered the price a little bit because it's not in good shape? That came out of Grandma's attic. I was sitting in somebody's attic. Strictly Fun candy toy. Who needs them? There you go. I cannot stress enough. Zippo, the original windproof lighter. I don't know how that gets in a candy. Vintage Zippo lighter, blue candy, striped box, empty. Apparently that's a sought after one. Wow, I know they were, weren't they? Very much so, I agree. But they still got $2,000. Santa candy box just gave me a flash from my youth being at Woolco with my mom. Vintage 1940s Black Cow candy bars, empty display box, rare, $99. Vintage Easter empty candy chocolate egg box, cardboard toy, Jedi. Vintage 1983 Top Star Wars Return of the Jedi candy head, empty display boxes. I want you guys to understand it. These are empty boxes. People use these. Atomic Fireball. Oh, I love that candy. One of the few candies I like. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Here you go. Here's your Valentine's hearts. You are going to find these at estate sales. You're going to find them all over the place. They sell. They sell well. Here's a red Zippo box. That's funny. Oh, it's got Hello Kitty on it. Pocky Matcha Bunny reserved Hello Kitty candy box. Chattanooga Choo Choos, Tootsie Rolls. Okay, so we've Curtis Butterfingers. We kind of beat this one to the ground. You guys understand that when you see these boxes, if they're flattened out, pick them up, take them home, fold them back up, stuff them with something, give them some shape back, and list those suckers. That's all I got to say about, oh, I remember. I love these. I love this box, the Dum Dums. They hand those out at the bank to the kids now. See if we can get it. No, got to play their little game here. Look at all these different things. There's the little mascots. It's not just the advertising, but that's what I want you guys to focus on right now too. Wrappers, even just wrappers, bubblegum wrappers. You still driving, Jan? Jan sold her stash of wrappers from when she was a kid. Her bazooka. Was it the bazooka? I told her she was showing them one night, and I go, those will sell. She listed them, and they sold. So let's see. What else did I have up here? $40 for those bazooka bubblegum wrappers. Okay, good night. Tell Don I said hey. Used to put DD in outgoing packages at work. Oh, really? I love those things. Let's see. I once sold a single piece of bubblegum. Nice. Very nice. Here's, let's see. Now, we did Spice Island jars. Okay. We did candy boxes. I want to talk about this next. Everybody knows about Coke bottles. Coca-Cola. I could care less about Coca-Cola. You guys, there are so many other different varieties of bottles out there. I sold one of the coolest, I believe it was a Mountain Dew, and these boxes, I have like, I don't know, how many do I have? 9 or 10? Jan or Marie, somebody. I have, this. I will never get rid of it. Why? This was my dad's favorite drink. Only the blue bottled ones, like the RC with the blue and the red. And this one isn't in the most beautiful condition, but I also have a Royal Crown. I don't know if I can show you guys. Let's see how far. I got this from a friend. He has since passed away. I have that, and it's pretty good size. Sorry if I made anybody dizzy. So I will keep this Royal Crown bottle. It'll go with my other bottles. And I have a lot of the brown Purex and the Clorox bottles, that kind of stuff. You guys will see these all the time. They're dirty, they're filthy, they're gross. They're easy to clean. And even if you don't get them clean, this is the kind that I remember my dad getting right here. This one. We would go somewhere to, maybe get some wiener pigs or something like that to raise, and, or we would be going to visit another farmer or something like that. And my dad's idea of going out to lunch was to get a loaf of Fran's bread and some Oscar Mayer bologna and an 8-pack of RC Cola. That was lunch. And anyway, so, there's those little things, and they don't sell, they sell for about 18, 19, 20 bucks, but soda pop bottles can really make, this is a scarce RC Royal Crown. I have made some very good money selling some of the odd, these ones right here from the fair. Any of these that you see, I don't care what it's made out of, where they've stretched them like this, these do very well all the time. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? Got to meet Lynn at the bins. Hard to throw things away. Hard to throw things away. Everything seems to sell. I know, Jane, but you can do it. At some point in time, you have to look at your money pile and say, is my time worth this, or can I pass it along to somebody else, right? Thank you, Lulu. So there you go. Pop bottles. And it, we could just go with vintage. Vintage soda bottles. You can just look at that. I had one. It was very similar to this, I think. I sold it for close to $100. And it was just a dirty bottle I picked up somewhere. I have gotten some bottles from Chrissy, the Rusty Bucket, when we went and got, they're in my storage. I know right where they are. I just had my hands on them the other day. Squirt, Crush, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, all of these old bottles, they all are worth some form of money. The older, the better. Here's a pre 1916 Coca-Cola bottle, and you can see that obviously it is not that clean. Clean them the best that you can. It was nice to meet you too. And list them, and whoever else buys them, they can clean them the rest of the way. That's their job. Your job is to find it, make it presentable, and list it and pass it on, right? So let's see. Collectible food tins, another thing I love. I don't have a lot of them. I don't pick a lot of them up. But look at you guys. Vintage Hawaiian Punch. Who remembers Hawaiian Punch? That's a cool can. I do have to say. So it doesn't matter. And I brought this up for tins because a lot of people love tins. Made it to the school. Oh, I bet it was. Barn sales always have old bottles for sale. Yeah. And they usually want a lot of them, a lot of money for them too. You're best to just find those other places, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Everybody's different, right? Another thing you're going to find in the pantries and moving sales are these type of tins. Here you have biscuits, frigid fruits, minute steaks, cocktail, all of these old tins are highly collectible. If they have paper on them, more often than not, even more. These anything to do with oysters are very good money. I believe Courtney has a video on that. Courtney Bullo Buddies. Anyway, so even newer tins, saltines. You'll see saltine tins. I need to get this out of here. It's in the way. Saltine tins. I do know for a fact though that oyster tins. Here we go. Here's another brand of spice. Clover Farm spices. They're asking $274.99. And they have these in spices and extracts. So they really should have these in the memorabilia and stuff, right? You thought you were Miss Popular when your grandma brought 2 cans of High C Punch. Woohoo! Right? If you do not want to ship the liquids in the old tins, maybe open them from the bottom. I wouldn't ship an old tin that had liquids in it. I do. I have 2 of them actually, Marie. One of them I have listed. Someday it'll sell. And the tang is still very good. It's a gallon size can. Anyway, so let's go. I'm going to blow your guys' mind. Blow your minds here if I haven't already. Let's just continue on. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid packets are discontinued all the time. They're super easy to find at discount stores and estate sales in the pantries. Please, you guys, please, please, please do not look at the pantry. I'll even tell you what, I'll pull up here in just a minute. Let me put it in here right now so that I don't forget. That's not the right one, but I'll know what it is when I go back. All right, let's look at this. Vintage collectible Kool-Aid packets, ultra rare. It's the flavors. And do you see they have them in sleeves just like a card, just like a collectible card. And I kid you not, you guys, these will go for big money because of the design that's on them. And Great Blue Dini, they don't make anymore. Rockadile Red, Lemon Lime, Sharkleberry Fin. I used to have tons of these. I've sold them all. But let's just go. Let's just do this vintage. Let's look at some prices that people have. Here's Kool-Aid Deluxe drink mixes. Here's some more. Here's some more. Let's look at some. Look at this one. They even have it. This is hilarious. That's the way you got to do it, you guys. Lemon lime pre-sweetened, 10 cents. I would like to think, is this an auction? Oh, I would have listed that for way more than that. They got it in this nice little frame. How cute is that? All right, let's squirrel, because here you go, Kool-Aid. They probably could get this for one of them. Let's look at some sold. Let's look at some solds and let's look at some prices. Vintage 1950s grape Kool-Aid display, 59 packets, new old stocks, full, unopened and drink. unopened drink. Excuse me. Kind of curious what they got for that. Let's check it out. They took a best offer of $510. You guys, where is that vintage? Yeah, $510 for that. That's amazing. I got cereal. It's coming up. It's coming up, Ty. I got you. Look at these. I just want strawberry tea, wild berry tea. Another one is Nestea instant iced tea. I think it's Nestea in the jar. If you can find a full bottle of that or even a partial bottle of that, those sell for big money too. Kool-aid. Okay, got you on that one. Let's look here. Vintage Nestea instant. I can spell. There you go. Right here, this one. Nestea instant tea, unsweetened iced tea mix, no longer made. $107.50. Got it? Get it? Got it? Just so you know, see these things? If you see these in your liquidation store, those prices are wild crazy. Yep, they are. They are. This is the kind of stuff that everybody is not looking for. They're not looking for these things. They're looking for, I don't know, Air Jordans, Lululemon, Christmas trees. What else? You know, Nintendo, PlayStation, all of that stuff. People, you know, you really got to be stretch the imagination to look for this kind of stuff. But there's a huge market out there for these kind of collectible things. And I'll just tell you something right now. This stuff sells very well if you put the word movie prop in your title or in your description, right? Okay, we did the grape Kool-Aid. We did the Kool-Aid. Oh, discontinued jello. Well, this is what made me start this whole idea of this, because while I was at that same estate sale, my son and I were looking at the spices, and look what he found. Justin, Dren's dad. New watermelon jello. How about some apricot jello? How about peach passion fruit? This is what really clicked me on. He showed me this and I was like, whoa. Hand me the whole box of jello, please, sir. You have to understand, he used to sell on eBay too, so he's very well. Now I'm going to have my husband look in the kitchen. How about even the kind that they sell now, the boxes are different, right? This is grape, but the box is different. And we've got raspberry, and it's got the French on it too. So the oldest one that I have in here, I believe, is the apricot. And you can just look at the back of the boxes and see. This one was pretty cool. I was like, I don't think that I've tropical blends. And you guys, it's naturally fat-free. Oh, Leroy, thank you so much. That's very nice of you. I love you, buddy. So let's look at this. A lot of 19 vintage mix sealed 1990s plus Jello, gelatin Knox, old logo. The Jello logo has changed. Here's a really old vintage Jello box. Here's Jello sparkling white grape. I remember that, actually. Does that make me old? How about these? Jello 1, 2, 3. Make your different flavors. Jello is a big thing. Jello is a big thing in Utah. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the Mormons or what, but I'll tell you what, Jello is a big thing. And people love their Jello. Don't mess with people and their Jello. They love right here. They love to make these. And let's just not stop there. You have your advertising. Find your old magazines, and you have your Jello advertising that you can sell as well, right? All of these ads. And let me just tell you, I'm going to give you an extra bonus right here. Let's just do this, right? No, I don't want to do it there. I want to go therapy. Yeah, let's go right here. Let's do guys, be looking for these because I'm going to tell you right now, Jello Jiggler. If you find these old vintage Jello Jiggler egg molds, they sell for really good money. And a lot of people don't even know what they are because they just kind of look like those egg containers that you put your eggs in when you go camping, right? Not sharing. What are you not? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Got it. It only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you guys. I'll have to go back. All of these little things that Jello used to put out, and they still do, are things that you should be looking for. These are to make little Jello Jiggler Jello jelly beans. These are the Jello Jiggler egg molds, and I have sold these. And when you find these, I guarantee you nobody else. Courtney was at the bins, I think, and there was some there. Every Mormon gathering has some Jello, usually sweet, sometimes savory. Barf. Sorry, you haven't lived until you've almost died from eating green Jello. Oh my God. Oh. Thanks, Jody. Yes, all the plastic novelty spoons. Exactly. I have some of those. 100%. Here you go, you guys. Look those up. Oh, doesn't that? That's, yeah. I had Halloween molds. Oh, no. So, I mean, I can only tell you guys this stuff because I know it and I've sold them. And this isn't something that I bet you guys, every single one of you have seen one of these or have them. That's pretty good. $17.50 or whatever, $18.99. I had a bunch of these. Any of the Jello mold things, like there's Jello molds out there for the United States. Here's Jello Jigglers molds for Super Bowl football helmet. You know, there you go. There's your extra added little bolo for crazy straws. I got a Jello bunch-shaped mold in an online auction. Entire corner cabinet was adult. There you go, Nancy. List that sucker. Somebody out there needs to have it. They need to have it. So green, this isn't what I want, but I want to show you this real quick if I can find it. Glad cling wrap used to make red and green and different colored, here you go. Here's evergreen Dow chemical plastic wrap. They used to make all of these different colors. And let's see, what, $20. Here you go. Holiday edition cling wrap. $20.95 for a pack of 2 on Amazon. So keep your eyes open for these different colored cling wraps because they also go well. And even if they're open, hot dogs, carrots, even shrimp and Jello, you've seen it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's true. Look at the, is this what, look at the, I'm going to say, look at the recipe books that they come out for with Jello. Yep, Amy lost all of her things too. Oh, well, at least you ate before you got sick to your stomach. So, you know, keep this in mind. Keep these different colored ones. You'll find them, and they sell. If you can pick this stuff up lots of times for free. Nope, they don't do colors anymore at all. And same with the Ziploc bags. So there you go. Let's see. We looked at that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Discontinued cereals. Kellogg's Crumbles Pep Flakes, $399 for this box of Pep whole wheat flakes. That's what they're asking. That's not necessarily what it's going to sell for, right? But, and this is pretty cool too. It is a display, Kellogg's cereal display. That's really freaking cool. Got Michael Jordan in there. Yep, 2 Michael Jordans. They're on it. All of these things, even breakfast food, 34 cereals no longer available in stores. Mr. T, there you go. General Mills sprinkle sangles. Count Chocula, they don't make that anymore. Frosted Krispies. Ugh. You guys, I don't even have any cereal in my house. I don't buy it. It's probably one of the worst things that you could ever feed your kids, in my personal opinion. No cereal in my house. Nutter butter. Oh, I love those cookies. They're so horrible for you. I'm going back on my Justin and Dren moved out. Everybody was like, we need to go get groceries. I said, come shopping. Come get all the stuff that I don't want to have anymore. So it's kind of really nice because I don't have to cook for anybody but me, right? Just checked our silverware drawer and realized the Nesquik bunny spoon we have is the old one. That's going for like $60. There you go. Yep. You live on cereal? One of the worst things for you. All kinds of nasty stuff. Read the ingredients before you eat it, is all I can say. Is all I can say. So you can do, let's see. What did Lulu put that for the recipe for the jigglers? Lulu, what did you put something up here? I got to go back here. Okay. Cereal. What are cereal? Let's see if that does it. That's not really what I'm looking for. Here you go. Vintage cereal premiums. All these little things. Lot of 14. Wow, that was weird. A lot of 14 vintage cereal promo toys and figures. Some of them, there's a straw. Almost looks like C-3PO. All kinds of, the same thing goes for Cracker Jack boxes, Kellogg's. Why isn't this opening? Here we go. A lot of 20 Kellogg figure, 1991, but I don't think, did those come in cereal? They may, yep, they sure did. All kinds of different things. So, you know, here's a whistle. My friend Rhonda, she goes by Got Junk in Her Trunk. She sold, I don't know how many of the Oscar Mayer whistles. I wonder about Wheaties and Bruce Jenner goes for. I have to look it up. I don't know. We can It might help if I spell it right. I'm not doing too good on the spelling. Collectibles, Wheaties boxes, Tiger Woods. There's a Bruce Jenner. Somebody's asking $299 for 1952. I lost my eBay. Michael Jordan. Let's look and see. Well, you can pick all kinds of different ones here. Seriously. Oh, it did do it. Boy, I must need to go to bed. There we go. All right, let's do this. I don't buy these anymore just because they just really don't go for much. $100 for Clyde Drexler, Portland Blazers. Love that guy. I met him many times. Super nice person. Michael Jordan. There's a whole collection of them. Not much. I mean, hey, if you got it and you want to sell it, list it, right? That's all I can tell you. If you got it and you want to sell it, list it. Why not? Gets one more thing, possibly. Muhammad Ali, you'd think that that would have gone for a little more than that. So there you go. All of these things. All of these kitchen things. You want to get risers for your table so you can stand up and work like I have. Oh, I have a sit stand desk. So I can sit or I can stand, but I never sit anymore. I have a chair in here. It's sitting over here with pillows on it. I just don't sit. If I sit, I fall asleep. That's what happens. So I just keep myself always standing. Otherwise, there's trouble. There's trouble to be had. So, all right. Well, did I show you anything that you didn't know? Did I help broaden your horizons? I hope a little bit was something new for the new year. When you guys go to a garage sale or a moving sales, you're going to find a lot of this kind of stuff in moving sales, especially if they've sold their house or they're moving to another state or they're downsizing. They're going to get rid of it. Bye, Glenn. Have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. They're gonna be getting rid of a lot of things. Look through those big trays of dishes of plastic stuff from the kitchen, and maybe you'll find that crazy straw or a whistle, or you may recognize it as a toy that you had as a kid. I think the only sugared cereal that we ever got, and it was special, was Lucky Charms. So, look at that. Look at those things. Look in there. You'd be surprised. They're tiny, tiny things that bring a mighty prize, especially when you get them for next to nothing. The Frito Bandito. Yep. I forgot about him. Private estate sales will have this stuff. Professionals have been getting, maybe in your area, but not in mine. Dude, did you just even happen to see oh my gosh, no, not here. Nope. I can't even tell you. I spent most of Sunday night, almost all of Monday and part of Tuesday, literally packing up the kitchen from this lady. Her husband worked for Jansen Fabrics here in Portland, and she sewed, and she was a wannabe cook. She had 12 of everything. And if 12 wasn't enough, then how about 14 or 15? I think, where was it? let's see if I can find it. I'll share with you in a minute if I can find it. This is what I want to do. Somewhere in here. Oh, recently viewed. That's what I want. Oh, why is it not? Okay. Let's see how, okay, good. I'm going to show you some of the items that I got for free that I started looking up. I got a whole set of these, only I have like a 24-piece place setting. I got a huge set of these. I just found one of those. I got all of the Hallmark stuff that I have already. The jello. I got, oh, I didn't show you guys that. A whole box of Orbit gum. Still in the packaging. That must be it. I wonder why it's not showing the other stuff that I looked at. That's weird. Weird. I got the kitchen stuff was she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 drawers full. Marie, how many boxes of kitchen items did I bring you? I literally called Marie Monday night. I was on my way to the Goodwill bins to drop a whole nother load. I said, Marie, are you home? She goes, yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if she was home. I'm doing something wrong, going the wrong way. I wasn't sure if she was home because her daughter just had a baby and there was issues. And let's do it this way. I said I have my Jeep is fully loaded. I said I can take it to the bins or I can come up and see you. And I was over in Portland and it was about an hour and 15-minute drive down there. So Dren and I went and saw her. I don't even have to do that. It's almost all of the older stuff. That's a very good way to do it though. Click on the red camera in the search bar. 100%. Yep. If you guys don't know about replacements, you can do the same thing for patterns for dishware and such also. Right. A ton. You went through most of it. I just took a shopping bag, one of the reusable shopping bags, and I started anything that wasn't pure metal, pretty much. I just started throwing it in that because I was like, we had one of the gals that works there, she'll take all the metal and scrap it. So tried to get my husband to drive you to Portland. Didn't work, huh? Anyway, so that's where that is. They don't gut anything here. It stays until it's over with. She had to leave before the meet. I missed him. I didn't know when he was coming home, but I was tired. All right, you guys, I'll see you next Thursday. Don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm sure I'll find something interesting that we haven't covered. And if you don't have anything to do tomorrow night, come find me on Whatnot and let everybody laugh. Hi, Ella. Hello. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great night. I've missed you, and I appreciate every single one of you being here. And oh, you know what I was going to tell you? I don't know how this happened, and I don't know what is wrong with all of you. But I love you. I am, let me look this up and give you the correct number. 3,940 subscribers. I am 60 subscribers away from 4,000. I never in my life would have thought that I would have even gotten 1,000 subscribers. So I love you so, so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I missed you last month, and I'm so glad that you were all here tonight. And those of you that weren't able to and come back and watch this, thank you so much. I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. And if you go thrifting, go check those kitchens out. There's lots of stuff in them. Bye.